Here we are at the top of the Herthian Village, and this is the January 2025 modding recap. This is a new series I would like to do in which I reflect back on the previous month and talk about what new things have happened in the modding community. Now, this is not going to be extensive because I obviously do not catch everything, but I'm going to try to catch as much as I can. We got one new mod this month added to the database, which brings our total up to 328 mods. The new mod is called Trunic Localization, and it adds the Trunic language into the game from the video game Tunic. And I'm sad and sorry to say that I actually have not played Tunic, even though I am a huge Legend of Zelda fan, but it transcribes the entirety of Outer Wilds into that language, which is really cool. I don't know if you can read it or not, but aesthetically I'm sure it looks awesome. I also wanted to mention regarding new mods that when the mod database pulls to the Discord server, a bug occurred in which it said there was -1 new mods, and that's because a mod got removed. Now I want to also talk about some of the updates to some of the bigger mods that are substantial enough to bring up. There were lots of little patches and stuff to all sorts of different mods. But New Horizons is usually the big one, and I'm usually reading those notes. The big thing with New Horizons is that the prop placer and debug menu have been removed. Rest in peace, Fret's Quest. But they were broken, they weren't great, they weren't fully complete, so they've been removed, and there's other ways you can build stuff with New Horizons. Another big change under the hood is organizing quantum objects has become easier. I don't fully understand the notes, but if you've ever struggled placing quantum objects in New Horizons, it should be much easier now. As per usual, whenever New Horizons is updated, the New Horizons Examples mod is usually updated to showcase some of those things. So if you want to see some of those new features, as always, just download New Horizons Examples and rip apart the code to see for yourself. Ship Enhancements, which is a mod I don't use, but I think a lot of people do, also got a ton of new settings. They went from 1.0.1 to 1.1, and it is just such a long list of stuff, and they all sound really cool. There's a new expedition flag, so you can like place it down wherever you land, which is super fun. You can disable certain rockets. You can add a Know My Warp Core in your cockpit that can return you back to Timberhearth. So it like warps you? That's crazy. You can remove your ship's gravity crystal and place it down somewhere else. That's awesome. Man, this is so much. I gotta try this mod. If you use the Ship Enhancements mod, go read how many things they've changed. There was also a update to the Unity Explorer mod. I don't really understand it, but if you use that mod a lot for building other mods, like with New Horizons, definitely check that out. Lastly, I wanted to mention that Guardian got an update. Or a patch, I should say. And one of the main things that was fixed, that I was seeing comments on, is the floating robot in space no longer like makes your ship blow up instantly, which was something that happened on my playthrough recently. Hilarious, super funny, glad it's fixed. And that's about it. There was a strange surge in installations of quantum space buddies. Who knows why that's the case? That's all the major things that happened in the modding community. Keep in mind that there are still tons of mods in developed, being updated, being improved behind the scenes that we just don't know about. These are just some of the highlights. If you enjoyed this video format, like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments if there is something else you would like for me to report on at the end of every month. Alright, that's about all I got. Thanks for watching, and see you next month.